Hi, and welcome to the wrap-up for week 6 of Process Systems Analysis. This week was quite fun because we had our guest speaker, Anna, phone in from industry to tell us what it's like to work in the oil and gas industry, and in particular to be involved with one of the latest infrastructure projects currently underway in Australia, and something that will have an enormous impact on Australia's energy exports, the Gladstone LNG project. In terms of the lecture content, what we've covered this week is we've looked at energy balance over cycles, and we've looked at the energy balance in particular expressed as mechanical energy balance equations. So we've covered all the content now to let you go forward and complete problem sets 4B and problem set 4C, which is the problem set that was nominally set to work on this week. Next week we'll have our last guest speaker, so the third guest speaker. His name is Nicholas Kings. He's a Monash Chemical Engineering graduate, and he's got a unique perspective on biofuels. So biofuels is a very interesting and hot area of research at the moment, and Nicholas worked with Qantas and Shell on their aviation biofuel study. He'll talk to us about what it's like to work as an engineer, but also in his current role what it's like to work as a consultant and as an economist. Next week we'll also be moving on to the heat transfer component of the unit. That's actually the last section of content for the unit, and that corresponds to chapter 5 in the course notes. I strongly encourage you to keep attending the HYSIS classes for the unit. So if you've been looking at the schedule for the unit, you will have noted that in week 8 we have a HYSIS test during your usual HYSIS session. So you might want to consider spending a bit of additional time in the computer labs outside of your scheduled HYSIS class to make sure you're okay with all of the problems in the HYSIS labs. Hope you all have a good weekend. I'll see you next week on Monday.